What's going on, Hodges fam? Welcome to week 1 of E28. Today we're going to talk all about protein, what it is, why you need it, and how you can implement it into your daily lives so that we make sure that we maximize our Hodges Fit workouts. So what is protein? Protein is our essential amino acid, which is our main muscle builders. Our bodies use these amino acids to build and repair our muscles. So basically, after we work out or during our workout, we are wearing and tearing down our muscle. You know, that insane, that intense burning sensation, that is you breaking down your muscles. So this is why we want to incorporate protein throughout our day so that we repair our muscles, repair our bones after working them so hard throughout our HF workouts, because we all know how intense they are. Those hits, the strength portion, all of it, it's intense, it's insane. So we want to make sure that we are repairing and rebuilding our muscle afterwards. And so what I'm going to do is challenge you guys to get in 20 grams of protein post-workout. So after your Hodges Fit workout, within an hour, I want you to get in at least 20 grams of protein. To ensure that you're doing this, you can either weigh out your protein sources on a scale, really get familiar with your nutrition labels, see what a serving size is, you can track it, or a good rule of thumb is just following, making sure that we're getting in at least a palm size worth, or maybe a little bit more. I would say maybe a full hand if we're going 20 grams, full hand's worth of protein. So you can kind of visualize that there. So like I was saying, we need our protein to make sure that we are building our muscle, and we don't want to waste our workouts, right? We work so hard within that hour to get some gains. So we want to make sure that we are following up and following through with our protein afterwards. All right, so let's talk about next. So we went through the what is it, we went through the why we need it. So let's go through the how we're going to do it. Couple of my favorite tips here to incorporate more protein throughout my day is every time I go to eat a meal, make sure that I have a direct protein source with every single meal. Every time I go down to eat, I take a second and I reflect on my meal. What's my protein source? Oh, it's chicken. Awesome. It's egg whites. Use the macro cheat sheet that we sent out in the beginning of this challenge for you guys. Go pick out one of those sources and make sure that you have at least one of those direct sources every time that you go down to eat. All right, that's going to be my tip number 1. 2, make the portion size at least your palm size. I kind of talked about this earlier in the video. Go for at least, I would say, palm size if you're looking for a little bit more. If your intentional goal is to put on muscle throughout this challenge, I would say at least a full hand size. Protein is also very satiating. It's our most satiated macronutrient. So this is going to help us stay full for a longer period of time. So if your intentional goal is also weight loss or fat loss, this is going to be super helpful because nobody wants to stay hungry throughout phases, right? Our goal is not to be starving and be miserable throughout this entire 28 days. Our goal is to stay satiated, to stay full, to stay satisfied, because this is how we're going to be able to show up for our meals and show up every single day. And that's what it's all about. It's all about being able to show up consistently and owning and winning your day. All right, so that's going to be number 2. And then number 3, supplement in protein shakes as needed. If we're still getting familiar with what our actual whole food protein sources are, supplement in with protein shakes. Hodges Fit is partnered up with Core Nutrition, and so grabbing a shake, supplementing in 2 shakes throughout the day is guaranteed a way to increase your protein intake. So whether you do that first thing in the morning after your workout, or first thing or in the evening as well, I wouldn't go past supplementing in 2 shakes, just because we do want to make sure that we're getting the majority of our nutrients, majority of our food sources from those whole natural foods. All right, I hope these tips were helpful. Please reach out with any questions at any time, guys, about protein, but making sure that we don't waste those workouts, making sure we're getting in that protein afterwards within an hour. Remember, that is your challenge. Get in 20 grams of protein, or we'll say palm size at least. I know I said hand size, but let's go palm size at least after your workout to ensure that we are repairing and rebuilding those muscles to maximize our gains. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.